Warning, this video contains spoilers for Halo Reach, and yes, I realize that this game is nearly 10 years old and that spoiler tags don't matter, really, but still, just in case, if you needed to know beforehand, there'll be spoilers in this B video. Thank you. Halo Reach deserved more recognition. In their final Halo title, the veteran developer Bungie combined masterclass first-person shooter mayhem, thrilling cooperative gameplay, and inspired action set pieces into a sublime interactive roller coaster experience. These tense gameplay moments perfectly complement Halo Reach's moving storyline to where the game delivers an effective 1-2 punch of pulse-pounding action and storytelling that hits the player directly in the feels, just like a quality tax return. To be honest, Halo Reach's narrative emphasis on thematic storytelling propelled the title to stratospheric heights that a Halo title hasn't reached before or since. And make no mistake, Halo Reach is the franchise's finest hour. Halo Reach succeeds due to a thematic focus on the nature of failure. In fact, failure defines Halo Reach's thematic core, and for example, this can be witnessed midway through the game. During this moment, the player controls a Spartan super soldier dubbed Noble 6, who is tasked with a risky assignment. Their mission is to board a spaceship operated by the invasive militaristic alien alliance known as the Covenant and blow it up with a bomb. Despite sounding simple, this mission runs into some complications. Most notably, the bomb malfunctions and needs to be detonated manually. George, a Spartan supporting character, volunteers to stay behind and set off the spaceship destroying explosive. As Noble 6 escapes, we watch as the Covenant battlecruiser explodes and believe George has saved humanity with his sacrifice. The terrific Martin O'Donnell score swells with soft notes of heroism while the camera lingers over the ship wreckage. It's a triumphant scene tinged with sadness until it is abruptly interrupted by an uncountable number of Covenant warships exiting slipspace, which is light speed, and these ships are primed to decimate humanity's remaining fleet and ground forces on the planet Reach. To our terror, George died for nothing. Well, that's depressing. Of course, this dour tone was predictable. As a prequel to the Xbox's flagship first-person shooter franchise, Halo Reach's depressing narrative was a foregone conclusion. Reach, a planet acting as humanity's premier military outpost, had been entrenched in Halo lore for years prior to Halo Reach's 2010 release. Whether it's Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, or Halo 3 ODST, characters refer to Reach solemnly. After all, the planet symbolically represents humanity's losing battle with the Covenant, and even though the human forces fought valiantly, the Covenant forces inevitably conquer Reach. Humanity loses this round. In Halo Reach, losing is the point. Halo Reach transports players back to this pivotal and somber moment in the Halo mythos. With the player's prior knowledge regarding Reach's demise, a tone of solemnity permeates every aspect of the game. Even during lighter parts, Halo Reach contains a pervasive sense of doom and gloom. Moments of heroism are short-lived and reasons to celebrate are minimal. In this regard, Halo Reach marks a departure for the series, representing a darker tone differing from prior blockbuster adventures involving the superheroics of series mainstay Master Chief. As a result, Halo Reach stands head and shoulders above the rest of the series as a terrific example of interactive storytelling. Halo Reach's narrative success is in large part due to its main protagonist. Unlike prior Halo main characters, Noble 6 is customizable. While the player never glimpses Noble 6's face, the player for one is allowed to choose their gender. Take that, transphobes, you ignorant f***. Joking aside, and even more importantly, Halo Reach allows the player to customize Noble 6's armor accoutrements like helmet design, armor color, and shoulder pads. The options are admittedly minimal, but the personalizations profoundly affect the story. The customization fosters a connection between the player and the character. Hell, the player may even project themselves onto Noble 6. When shooting grunts with a DMR, splattering elites with a warthog, or calling an airstrike on a wraith, Noble 6 isn't just a character, Noble 6 is our character. Halo Reach's action further prioritizes player input. The levels, while linear, are large open areas packed with enemies to neutralize, vehicles to drive and fly, and weapons to pick up. Additionally, Halo Reach is the first Halo title to include armor ability. These pickups include sprint, deceptive holograms, jetpacks, and armor lock, and these armor abilities grant the player with more tactical options than ever before, providing players with new and exciting avenues to interact with the game. And this interactivity is key. Even beyond thrilling the player with blockbuster action, Halo Reach ensnares the player in the game's world. Due to the character customization and the player's ability to influence combat, Halo Reach creates a link between the player and the game, ensuring that every combat encounter and story beat hits the player emotionally. And in a game with a narrative and thematic focus on loss and failure, where the lives of likable supporting characters like Kat and Emil dwindle like flies, that is a hell of an achievement. Halo Reach offers a rare glimpse into this dire moment of the Halo mythos. At its tear-jerking conclusion, Noble Noble 6 accomplishes an objective that ensures humanity may survive and fight another day. Yet, unfortunately for Noble 6, that day is not today. Our beloved hero, one that we've personally connected with all game, was left behind on the now devastated and conquered planet Reach, while human forces escape. The final level offers one objective: survive. As Noble 6, the player fights wave after wave of insurmountable Covenant baddies until eventually succumbing and dying. The sequence delivers an emotional gut punch rarely dished out to players in the video game. It's devastating. No matter what, Noble 6 and the player loses, humanity suffers a devastating defeat, and the planet falls. And that is the legacy of Halo Reach, and that experience is a high point of blockbuster interactive storytelling as an art form. And what a great artistic statement it is. Hey y'all, I'd just like to thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell. And for my very special patrons, I want to say thank you, especially to Slasher Avails and my mom. Love you guys. Thank you for supporting what I do. Thank you so much.